afternoon, Team Radiant Styles. My name is Lanicia Mayberry, and I'm here for a pop-up training via the Team Radiant Styles leadership team. So I like to start every meeting with the mission statement, which is to bring strength, independence, and empowerment to individuals and their families by building confidence and financial freedom through affordable fashion. While $5 jewelry may not change the world, we believe those who wear it will. I see you guys piling on in here. I only have 15 minutes, so I'm going to swipe the comments away so that I don't get distracted, because that happens to me so easily. So this week's challenge for the 12-week challenge is to get 25 no's. Now, this isn't a challenge that we're having for the first time. It's a challenge that we get quite often. And quite often the challenge is kind of blown over like, I can get 25 no's. But it really is a little bit harder than you think. Because oftentimes we're told, can you call me later? Or now's not a good time. I don't have the money right now, or whatever reasons that some of us gave to not come in this business. So those are not no's. Those are pretty much maybes. And so it's important that you get a bona fide no. Like, I don't like jewelry, which there's still a workaround because people that don't like jewelry still like money. But for real, no. Don't settle for an excuse. Get a solid no. But what I want to talk to you about today is going to help you with your 25 no's to manage them, to rebut them, and to continue on with that person beyond the no. First of all, when you do get the no, I hope that you are following up with, well, how would you like to host a jewelry party for me? There's free jewelry in it for you. People most likely won't turn down free jewelry. People most likely will not tell you no twice. They feel like a real jerk for that. And so maybe there's someone in their circle or within their family and friends that does want to join you. So don't stop at the no. Stop asking at the no, but try to at least get that party out of them. So what I wanted to address today, and again, hello to everyone coming in. I have swiped the comments away. So if you're saying hello to me, hello, I'm not being rude. I just can't see it because I'm on a limited time. I wanted to go over a recruit notebook with you because too many times we rely on Facebook Messenger or our text messages to keep up with each person that we're talking to. And that's well and good if you're keeping good records for yourself. But this is just another tip to help you stay on track with the people that you're talking to, what was discussed, when's the next follow-up is, and all the things. And so this is a notebook I found at Walmart during back to school. It says, "Make today amazing." Okay. In the back of the notebook, these are all suggestions. You want to put follow-up list. A list of 1 to 25. You're going to put the names of each person that you plan to contact. Next to each person's name, I recommend you write down what you think their no is going to be. Because these are people that you know, right? Even if they're people that you don't know. People that you just see and you're kind of like acquaintances with. Write down whatever reason you think they would tell you no. And then next to it, your rebuttal. Okay, you want to keep that list handy in the back of your notebook. In the front of the notebook, you're going to build kind of like your own consultant catalog, so to speak. Okay, and so first, let me say, before y'all start clowning, my nail tech will be back from Vietnam tomorrow. She's been gone for 6 weeks. Praise the Lord. Safe travels to her. My nails are a mess. Okay, just pay attention to the notebook. All right, so on your notebook, you want to write down the person's name at the top, their address, and their phone number. Now, the address isn't necessarily necessary. The address is more so if you feel the need to send them some type of, documentation. Some people require that. You know, they want to see written documentation about the company. Excuse me. And when you send them that, you also want to include a free piece of jewelry, especially if they're not familiar with the jewelry and have never seen it before. So that's what you want their address for, okay? So in line number 1, you want to write down the date that you called them. I know it's backwards, just follow me. The date that you called them. Okay, you can even write down the time that you called them. And then on the next line, you want to write the outcome. So if they joined, write joined. If they said no, write no. And whatever reason they gave you, if they gave you one. If they said, my mom's having surgery, write that down. That their mom's having surgery. Okay, and I'll tell you why in just a minute. And so whatever the outcome of the conversation is going to determine what goes on this next line, follow-up date. Okay, so you want to make sure you ask them, so when is a good time for me to call you back? And if they say, oh, I don't know. Okay, can I call you in a week? Say 6 o'clock next Tuesday? Yes, okay, then you write that down. Follow-up date. 6 o'clock next Tuesday. And then this is for me, I don't know how many of you are like this, but I have to put reminders in my phone. So I have to put a reminder 2 hours before, an hour before, and 30 minutes before, because something's going to happen in between there that's going to make me forget, and I have to be constantly reminded to follow up with this person. It's so important to follow up timely because you are building trust and a relationship with this person. And so from jump, you need to show that you're going to do what you said you're going to do, because ultimately you're asking this person to trust you as their sponsor. People join people that they trust. People join people that they have a relationship with and they feel good about. So make sure you're sticking to your follow-up date and time, and put a check mark next to reminder in your phone. Okay. Also with the outcome, let's say going back to the example of my mom's having surgery, when you follow up with them, you want to ask them, how's your mom doing? Why? Because you're building a relationship and building a rapport with this person. You're not being fake, just asking, oh, how's your mom? Okay, let's talk about business. No, this is a real living, breathing person that you're inviting into your family, into our paparazzi family. And so you want to show that you care from Jump Street. So keep that in mind. That's why that's important to write that down, so that you're not mixing up one potential with another potential. Hope everybody's with me so far. I'll find out in a minute. So line number 2, it just starts all over. Date called. Maybe something happened and you couldn't follow up with them on the follow-up date. So you want to write down a date called and the outcome. Now, when they join, not if, when they join your team, you're going to write joined, and then you're going to fold this down right here. Now, that's going to help you with a couple of things. That's going to help you get to the other people who haven't joined you faster because they're not pinned down, right? And it's also kind of like the old school people used to say, notches on your belt. You know, you can see how many people that you're signing up in a month's time. And does that make sense? I hope that makes sense. Now, when they join your team, you want to keep this page dedicated to that person. When you go over your new consultant checklist with them, you want to write down the things that were discussed. You want to write down their why, their goals, their aspirations for this business. Because oftentimes we have the tendency to try to live vicariously through our personally sponsored and give them the goals and aspirations that we have, and that's not what they join for, and it's not fair to them, and it makes them angry, and that's what makes people buy starter kits and then never do anything else, because they feel like you just see them as like this money tool, right? It's a person. So you want to make sure that when you have that first conversation with them, that you write down what was discussed. Use the back of the sheet if you have to. Use this whole sheet for that person and all your transactions with them. And it's going to help you keep up with all of your new personally sponsored consultants and follow-ups and parties. You can even write that down. If the outcome was they said no, but they're going to party, that's where you start writing all the party information. Just keep everything together in this notebook right here. Okay, so I'm going to swipe over now and see if there are any questions. Any questions about the things that were discussed in this here live training today? Any questions? I'll wait a few moments. How am I doing on time? Yes. You're welcome. Stop sign. Any questions? Now, there is something that I want to address really quickly because my cousin is from the nice side of the family and she's not going to say it, but I'm from the rude side of the family, and so I will. I'll say it nicely though. It is extremely rude when someone is doing a training to come on the training and say, "Hi, I'm sorry I'm late. Hey, I'll come back and watch the replay. Hey, I can see but I can't hear. I can hear but I can't see." Like, all of those things are a distraction to the speaker, especially when we're having a speaker from outside of this team. It can be very flustering to the speaker, so we don't want to do that. So if you have to leave, leave. If you come in late, come in late. If you can't see but you can hear, or you can hear and you can't see, come out the video and come back in. If it still doesn't work, catch that replay. But all the extra conversation, it is a distraction to the speaker. It's a distraction to everyone else watching the video that's trying, that their stuff is working and they're trying to get where they what they need to get from the training. So I said that with a smile and no attitude. So I hope you took that as lightly as I gave it to you, but please just try to keep that in mind for future speakers on this team page. All right. And she did not tell me to say that. That was on me. So it doesn't look like anybody has any questions, so I am going to go. Thank you so much for your attention and tuning in today. And as always, continue to hustle hard.